Alright, so here we are driving along behind Andy, who's herding his calves. It's Easter Sunday. Andy went out this morning to take care of the calves and they were gone. He's got them, he uses electric fence, and they've gotten through it a couple times, but usually they're not far away, they're just still in our pasture. But we do have a couple spots in our 20 acres where they can get out, and they were gone. So he went out looking for them and didn't find them. The rest of us went to church. He stayed home, kept looking for him, asked around the neighbors and stuff, and didn't find him. You can see it's evening now. It's 7:15. So JC and I, hi JC, after dinner, by the way, the missionaries came to dinner. After dinner, JC, Grant, and I decided we would go look. Andy had been out 3 or 4 times driving the dirt roads and looking. So JC and Grant and I went out looking, and we drove around. Well, first we said a prayer. We asked for guidance to help us find the calves if they were anywhere around, if they hadn't been found by someone else. We prayed that we'd have guidance to find the calves. We went and drove around for about, I don't know, half an hour. We were about to go home and decided to go down the dirt road just right past our house, and a pickup truck comes. And I thought, well, I'll just stop and ask these guys. And it was a couple of teenagers. So I stopped them, I waved to them, and they stopped and asked if they could go fishing in our pond. And I was like, I don't know if there's any fish. Then I asked if they'd seen some 3 little calves, and they said, yeah, we have, and we'll take you to them. And you know what? We followed them, and sure enough, those were our calves. They've been missing all day. Who knows? They might have left last night. I don't know. But it was an answer to prayers that we happened to be in the place right by those teenage boys, and that they had happened to see them earlier and knew where they were. They were just hanging out close to some other cows that were grazing. They were just on the side of the pasture eating their grass, and they had a little friend, a little brown calf about the same size, was just hanging out with 3 of them.
Tell them they made a friend.
They made a friend. Anyways, they were a little less than a mile away from home, 0.8 miles away. So we're taking them home. Answers to prayers. Happy Easter. Woohoo!